Finally, ArtFight is over. Oh, oh no, it's over! Mostly kidding, but I did have a good time this year. I was able to do more than 2 attacks and I'm definitely proud of myself. Did I make it to my goal of 20 attacks this year? Well, kind of. Let's get into it! Hi everyone, I'm 2D Tati, and to those of you who are returning, welcome back! To my new viewers, welcome to my channel, and I hope you stick around. This video will be about my experience with ArtFight this year, as well as some of the quote-unquote drama around it. Lucky for you, I got a lot to share with you. I will be sharing my thoughts about ArtFight in general, and of course, sharing the artwork I did as well as those who attacked me. So many of you attacked me this year, and I still cannot believe it. By the end of July, I received over 40 attacks. Insane. Again, I had a lot of fun this year, and this was the most I've ever participated in ArtFight, and I'm honestly so proud of myself. I kind of made it to my goal of 20 attacks, but I'm not really sure if it counts. I say this because on my account it looks like I only did 14 attacks, but I did a mass attack on my last one with 7 OCs in it. That counts, right? Anyways, it was a lot of fun. I was able to work on multiple pieces and kind of try out different methods, connect with other artists, and even worked with some backgrounds, which is something that I often struggle with. But I would be lying if I said I wasn't stressed out at all. There was a point in ArtFight where I was getting a lot of attacks, and mind you, this was the first time that was ever happening to me. So I was ecstatic, but also horrified at how many attacks I was getting. My plan originally was to just attack the people I had bookmarked before ArtFight had started, but once I was getting so many, I thought to myself, I need to get everyone back for this lovely art, and as you expect, that was way too much for me. At some point, I was streaming for ArtFight and just complaining most of the time, and was wanting it to be over at this point because of how overwhelmed I was. I feel like I'm going a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie. Guys, it's only day 6 and I'm talking like this. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And it's only been, well, it's only been 6 days. But I'm also kind of wishing it was over already. By the way, thank you to those who watch my streams and put up with my nonsense. But that's when I had to step away for a bit, and when I came back, I was quite refreshed and ready to get going again. I realized that unless I was drawing like a maniac, there was no way I'd be able to get everyone back. I would just have to do the best I could. The least I could do was say thank you. Now, I was going to talk more about the drama surrounding ArtFight, but as I was writing the script, I realized how silly it was. I feel like a lot of artists got so caught up with the drama of which team should win, who should or shouldn't participate, and so on and so forth. I can admit that I myself was kind of focused on which team was or would be winning in the drama surrounding ArtFight, but I realized, oh wait, this is kinda dumb. I had more fun just being able to share with the other artists in my community, and that's the point! Yes, it's also a competition, but by the end of the month, I looked back at what I did and I didn't think about what team would win, but I just remembered what all other artists created for me. People took time out of their day to draw or even animate my OC because they actually wanted to, and because they liked my OC. It's literally such an honor for all these lovely artists to draw my OCs. I don't even care who wins. In my opinion, it's a gifting game and it's all about giving. How awesome is that? Not only are we giving to other artists, but we're also connecting with one another. For some, ArtFight gives us more motivation to draw because it's so exciting drawing something for someone and hoping it makes their day. It's always nice knowing that I was able to make someone smile just because of my art. I had so much fun streaming while working on my attacks and interacting with other artists on other teams. Everyone was so nice and I liked hearing everyone's experience. I had a lot of people in my chat saying that they want to participate in ArtFight but were worried about joining, and it just seemed so intimidating. They felt like they couldn't join at all. And to that I say, just do it. It's not gonna kill you, right? I encourage you to put yourself out there. Yes, you won't just get attacked as you join, but you have to start somewhere, right? Draw an OC you find that you like, and you never know what will come your way. So please, please, if you weren't able to participate this year, I implore that you join next year. There is always going to be some kind of drama no matter what you're participating in, but don't let that ruin it for you, as long as you're having fun. Again, I was stressing myself out because I felt like I wasn't doing good enough according to what other people were saying I should be doing, but once I realized I had fun drawing what I wanted, I didn't really care about all that. Now, enough of the drama, let's talk about my attacks. I feel pretty mixed about all my attacks, but overall, I'm very happy with what I made. You can tell some of them were a little rushed just because I was trying to get everyone back, but I still had a lot of fun with these. There are a little too many to show in one video, but let's go over the ones that I'm the most proud of. I felt like I needed to include this one as it was my first attack, and this creator was one of the first people I attacked in my actual first year of ArtFight. That's when I only did 2 attacks. So I knew I definitely wanted to get them again. They, in my opinion, always have the cutest character designs and sheets, which was what drew me to them in the first place. These characters are both Flossie and Dandelion. I adore the colors so much, and again, how they are designed. It was a lot of fun to draw in my style, especially the little guy Dandelion. This was when I was definitely taking my sweet ass time doing thumbnails and such because I didn't see what was going my way shortly after. Shortly after I submitted my first attack, I realized that I got my first 2 attacks of the year, and I knew how to get them back. I had a lot of fun with this attack because of the frog theme as well as her fun pink hair. In my journal, I wrote that it was actually her hair that drew me to her initially. I feel like pink hair always goes well with dark skin colors. It's chef's kiss, really. During this, I was remembering not to stress myself out and just take my time. One thing I was worried about was if I was drawing her outfit accurately, and if I wasn't, it would be a little awkward. But I think I got it at the end. I did the thing where an artist doesn't know what to do for the background, and I just use halftones and add the character's drawing in the background too. I cannot do backgrounds for the life of me, guys. But the next day, I got attacked by 2 more people. According to my journal entry, I was definitely a lot more loose on this one, still not stressing and just drawing whatever came to mind. No thumbnails or doing the line art. I spent about less than an hour on it. I was drawn to this character because it was a furry and it happened to be a husky as well, and I feel like these are always fun to draw. And it was. So this user attacked me with a drawing of one of my more less known OCs, Harper, and they drew her so well. I had to get them back immediately, so when I found Camellia, I think I'm butchering her name so bad, but I was absolutely hooked on her design. It was giving One Piece and Soul Eater. Definitely a lot more Soul Eater vibes, and if you don't know me, I love Soul Eater! Drawing this character was definitely a lot of fun, and I knew that I wanted to do a full body drawing of her because I seriously love the design as well as her entire outfit. I definitely don't have a lot of journal entries on this one because eventually it just spiraled down to how many attacks I was getting and keeping track of how many attacks that I was doing. This was obviously the start of me wishing it was over, but I did get over that feeling, so don't worry. This is a little further out from the last attack I was talking about, but that's just because there were so many. But this one is definitely the one I'm the most proud of. I spent the majority of this one streaming the process because I was so locked in. For me, streaming kind of encouraged me to keep drawing because there were other people watching me, so I was just like, okay, I have to do this, I have to do this. There were times where I was so locked in that I think at some point the people who were watching the stream were like, where did Tati go? I think this is where I learned the most and definitely challenged myself. I was super focused during the whole process and learned a lot from my friend Firebug. She helped me use more of the tools in Clip Studio Paint that I didn't even know about. I'm just glad I was able to do something like this. I had to get Quiet Song back for this masterpiece. Drawing backgrounds have always been my weakness, but I at least know now that I can do it. Even if it's not the best, I know I got this. This was another user who attacked me and I absolutely adored their style and had to get them back. Going through the profile, there's only one not safe for work character, and I was curious, and I'm so glad I did because I found the cutest design ever. This one was a Amazing Digital Circus OC, and I was in love. I could totally see this character in the show, and I thought it was such a creative design and I knew I had to do it. I used their Carnival AU design in particular because when I saw it, I knew I could do another background with it. I honestly found this background a little more difficult than the last one, but I did still have a lot of fun with it. I think I could have done the lighting a little better, but I'm still really proud of how this one turned out. Before we get to the last 2 attacks I did, I just wanted to share that I also do commissions. I got a VGen account a while ago and I'm dying to actually use it. I only have the basic services so far, but I plan on adding a lot more. Commissioning me on VGen would help me get verified and be able to step a little further into the VGen community. You can reach me via Instagram, email, or VGen for commissions. I have a lot more of a detailed commission sheet on my Instagram, so you can definitely check that out if you want. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments here or reach me with the socials I mentioned. Thank you all so much to those who have commissioned me lately, and let's get back to the video. Firebug is one of my closest friends, and even before she attacked me, I knew I was gonna get her regardless. Of course, she got me first with this beautiful drawing of my OC Zoe. It's just so beautiful. It took a little while, but I did get there, don't worry. I knew I wanted to draw Dog Girl because I haven't got the chance to draw her before, but the first time Bug showed me the first drawing of Dog Girl, I was absolutely obsessed with how cute she looked, and then when I saw Gamer Cat was there too, I knew I had to do both. I was actually just scrolling on Pinterest, and eventually I found a picture of a figurine of Miku holding a little teddy bear, and I was like, oh shit, this is perfect! And with the tips and tricks Firebug had taught me, I used it to my advantage, and this is what came out. And I hope she likes it. Hi, Bug. At this point, I was only at 13 attacks, planning on working on the 14th one, but I knew I wasn't going to be able to do 7 more attacks, just because I was just so busy and I didn't really feel like that, like doing all that. But at this point, I was seeing so many mass attacks and it got me thinking, that's what I need to do! It counts, right? So I picked a handful of artists that had already attacked me so I could get them all back. I wasn't sure what I was doing, but I knew that one OC was going to be the center and the others would be surrounding them. First I thought they would all be floating around or just lounging on the OC and they're all like little chibi characters, but I just ended up going with my initial idea of making one OC the center and the others as hairpins or accessories. I was really happy with how this one turned out. I would have had more of the artist comments to show, but I had to re-upload because I screwed up on one of the characters. And that's all the attacks that I have to talk about. There's obviously a lot more, but this video is already getting a little too long. But thank you to those who have always stick around to the end. I was very happy with how everything turned out in ArtFight this year, and despite my crying and complaining, I'll be ready for next year. Thank you to everyone who attacked me this year. I am beyond grateful for you all. You all took the time out of your day to create art for me, and I will cherish them forever. I have never received this many attacks, and it genuinely blew my mind. You're all so talented, and I really hope to see you all participate next year, and I just can't wait. You are all so awesome, and thank you to those who always stop by on my streams as well. I would have never expected to get so used to streaming. Y'all keep me motivated, so thank you to everyone. I learned so much this art fight and got to connect with my community a lot more, and I hope you all like the art that I put out from this. And I look forward to making more for you all. Let me know what you liked the most about ArtFight and maybe what you'd like to see from me next. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye!